Good, everybody. The Milwaukee Bucks just finished their season opener, as most of you would know. 90-88 was the final score. They were able to defeat the Philadelphia 76ers, who did put up a good fight in this season opener. Now, for the 76ers, it was their second game. They had just lost to the Celtics a few nights ago, so they did have a bit of a disadvantage there, but it didn't seem to affect them too much outside of one main guy, and probably the biggest guy on their roster, but we'll get into that in a few minutes. As always, thank you guys for continuing to support my content. If you do enjoy these type of game recap videos, please hit the like button and subscribe, as you will be getting these videos all throughout the NBA season. I thank you guys for continuing to join me, but today I want to talk about this Bucks 76ers game. Now, obviously, they're my favorite team. I'm a little biased, so I had to choose this game to watch. The 76ers came out, and both teams were shooting relatively good in that first quarter, 30-24 at the end of the first. About the same as how the 76ers did against the Celtics. They had a good start to the game. 17-21, both teams started struggling in that second quarter. And the third quarter is really what set it apart if you're a Milwaukee Bucks fan, because just like the 76ers did against the Celtics a few nights ago, they went cold in that third quarter, and it did not stop until the timer ran out into the fourth and going into the fourth quarter, because a score of 26-18. They finished the quarter, I believe, on about a 16-9 run if you're a 76ers or if you're a Bucks fan. So very, very good sign there. But the main thing you have to take away from this game if you're a 76ers fan is James Harden. I mean, we saw it last game, but this game especially, James Harden is back. He looked like his old self. He looked just as talented as ever before, and he really took over this game in the fourth. They were down, I believe, by about 14 at one point going into the fourth, and they just methodically, with Joel Embiid off the court, they methodically kept getting the ball right to where James Harden needed it. They got it to his right. He did the step back. They get it to the left. That's his strong hand. So he's able to go at the basket. He's able to get a nice floater. He's able to get a nice layup. Gets it to the middle, and he's either going to pass it or get another nice floater. Anywhere he wanted to go was where he was going. It didn't matter what the Bucks threw at them, and obviously that was not helped by the fact that the Milwaukee Bucks started turning the ball over left and right in the fourth quarter. They had about 3 or 4 possessions there. I think it was finally 7 out of 7 possessions. They had 5 turnovers to start the fourth quarter, so just a bad overall way to start it. Jrue Holiday looked out of control tonight. He finished the night with 6 points, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. Unfortunately, on here, it does not allow me to see the actual in-depth statistics, so I'll have to pull that up on ESPN. But I would imagine Jrue Holiday did end up having a good amount of turnovers just because he didn't play all that well. So he ended up having, like I said, 6 points. He had let's see if I can turn on all stats. Jrue Holiday he only finished the day with 1 turnover, which isn't as bad as it seems, but if you watch the game, you could see him it kind of felt like he had a lot more turnovers. Grayson Allen had 3, Javon Carter had 3, George Hill off the bench had 2. Just a lot of mental errors there after a magnificent, almost perfect third quarter. The Bucks just came out flat in the fourth. They got it done in the end with a nice Wesley Matthews 3-point shot to basically go ahead and win the game. But unfortunately for them, they really didn't have a lot of offensive momentum from that deep run into the fourth quarter. As I said, just a lot of mental errors. Bobby Portis had a pass where he just completely missed Javon Carter, off of a rebound, just threw it right by him. Just dumb stuff like that. But as always, Giannis is going to be Giannis. He finished the day not as many shots as you would expect out of him. 21 points. He had 4 fouls, 8 assists, 13 rebounds. He shot 1 of 3 from three-point land. Had a nice swish to get that one shot to go down, though. 9 of 16 on the night. And backing him up, we had Brook Lopez, 17 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist. Only 2 fouls. He played very good defense, but we will talk about that as my main course of this video in just a second. As always, though, injuries did play a role in this game. Obviously, the Bucks are without Chris Middleton and Pat Connaughton and Joe Ingles to begin the season, so the 76ers did have a bit of an advantage there, but still a very hard-fought game on both sides. As I said, James Harden is back. No question about it. James Harden looked amazing against the Bucks today. He really, in that first half, he had 9 points. He wasn't as aggressive as you would like him to be, but he really turned it up in that second half. I think he ended up having about 24, 25 points all alone in the second half, finishing with 31, 9 assists, 8 rebounds. did shoot 1 for 7 from 3. That's another thing to get into because the 76ers very much struggled shooting from three-point land. They finished the Bucks finished 31%, and the 76ers finished 20.8% from three-point land. Just a tough start to the season for them. Falling to 0-2, losing against two good teams. Not really a way to get down on yourself. So I think the 76ers obviously are good enough to contend. They'll be back. It's the start of the season. No need to be too drastic about this one. But my biggest takeaway from this game, Brook Lopez still at his old age brings so much value to the Milwaukee Bucks because he essentially locked up Joel Embiid tonight. Joel Embiid, don't get me wrong, he had a good game. 15 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists. He only ended up having 2 fouls, so he didn't get in any foul trouble, but he had 4 turnovers. Just getting boxed in, just like against the Celtics, he got boxed in. He got the ball taken away from him. And it just was not a good night for Joel Embiid. Just not able to get shots up over Brook Lopez. He finished 6 of 21. He did take 3 attempts, and he missed 2 of the 3, unfortunately, for the 76ers. So, yeah, a tough start to the season for the Philadelphia fans. 0-2 on the year, but y'all got the Eagles at 6-0. You can handle a little bit of a tough start. Thankfully, the Bucks pulled this one out. 90-88 was your final score. Go ahead and comment down your thoughts about this game in the comment section down below. If you want to continue to see daily updates of Milwaukee Bucks basketball every game, or at least every other game, whenever I can stay consistent, go ahead and turn on post notifications, hit the like button, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this recap. I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.